everyone, my name is Maurice Smith. I'm from group number 3, and I'll be discussing for my music technology devices and methods. I'll be discussing pre-1960s recording methods. The first recording was made by Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was trying to make some improvements on the telegraph transmitter, and he noticed that the needle on the paper that was moving through the machine was mimicking the sound of his voice. So he put a tinfoil cylinder in the machine and a stylus or a needle, and recorded the first words, which were "Mary had a little lamb." Here I have a demonstration of how the machine worked.
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Ha, ha, ha!
Soon after the phonograph, a German inventor, Emil Berliner, made the gramophone. He replaced the cylinder that Edison used. Instead, he uses a two-sided flat disc, which became the record as we know it today. They were made to be played on his invention, the gramophone. The gramophone also used a needle to detect sounds in the grooves, and so it was much like the phonograph in that aspect. However, the records were an improvement from Edison's cylinder, as they were two-sided and flat, so they were easier for storage. You could print on both sides, and they were also easier to mass produce, and they were the first medium to go into mass production. Later on, magnetic sound recording came into the picture. Danish inventor Valdemar Poulsen, he started using a magnetic wire to record sound, almost in the same way as the Edison cylinder. And his invention was called the telegraphone, which was it was like a precursor to the answering machine. It could record straight from the telephone. Thing about it was technicians had to operate it from a separate room. The wire was razor sharp, and it would often break in the reels, and it was dangerous as it would fly around the room. So technicians had to operate from a separate room. This was later on replaced by plastic magnetic tape, which was advanced by J.A. O'Neill, an American inventor, and this became cassette tapes as we know them today. Digital audio recording was started in 1937 by a British engineer named Alex Reeves. He was trying to solve the noise issue with long-distance telephone calls. There would often be a whole lot of static noise within the signal, so he figured that if one can make a digital representation of the original analog sound, that you could resolve the noise issue. So he developed pulse code modulation, or PCM, which is sound converted into a binary signal. This was the first digital audio recording, which is often used today. Reel-to-reel tape became popular in the 1950s. The first reel-to-reel tape recorder was the Studer Dynavox, or also later called the Revox, and it was also mass-produced by companies such as RCA and Philips. Bing Crosby bought the first reel-to-reel tape recorder. He was the first performer to put his recordings on tape and also pre-record his radio shows. the original tapes only had one track to record on until Ron Snyder at Ampex started putting 8 tracks onto the 1-inch magnetic tape, which was the first one was bought by Les Paul, which he was unsatisfied with the 1-track recording, so he bought the first one for about $10,000, and he was the first one to record on 8-track recorder. So those are some pre-1960 recording methods. Here's a couple of my sources. Thank you.